Yo guys, welcome back to another video on our channel, and today I've got an insanely fast weapon level XP video for you guys. Quickly before we do jump into the video, if you are new around, be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications to so any more videos on the channel. If you do enjoy it, smash big thumbs up, and if it does help you out, let me know in the comments below. If you've got any more questions on the method, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to get onto that as soon as possible for you guys, but I'm gonna jump straight into the video. So in the background is literally gonna be me sat here leveling up the weapons. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna be playing the game, I'm gonna be doing exactly what you need to be doing to do the method to get this unlocked. And essentially, all you guys need to be doing is playing zombies, getting a couple of kills, backing out, and going back into the next game. It's pretty much that easy, and I'm going to be talking about how quick you can do this and the sort of stuff like that. So if you guys have spent any time trying to level guns up in Call of Duty Vanguard yet, you will know how long it takes to level guns up, right? It's ridiculously long, and if you was to play standard multiplayer, no double weapon XP or anything like that, it's going to take you guys about, on average, 8 hours to max out a gun from level 0 all the way to level 70, which is absolutely insane. 8 hours worth of gameplay to get one gun to the max rank is insane. And with this method that I'm going to show you guys today, you can do this within 1.5 to 2 hours. I got about 4 guns max rank in about 8 hours yesterday. I was just sat here last night. I had double weapon XP on. I will say that to bear that in mind. It is like 1.5 to 2 hours with double weapon XP on. So if you've got any weapon XP tokens in Warzone, what you guys are going to want to do is go onto Warzone, apply those, and then go back into Vanguard, and it won't show up in game that you've got them applied. So just make a note of when you do put them on. It is still going to count in game, but just make a note of when you actually apply the tokens so you know when your time of double weapon XP has run out. So go into Warzone, put your tokens on, and get back into Call of Duty Vanguard, jump on zombies, and start doing this method, and you guys will have double weapon XP that way. Unfortunately, if you guys don't have any double weapon XP tokens and double weapon XP isn't available at the time of you doing this, it is going to take more like 3 to 3.5 hours to get a max rank gun, but even that is less than half the time of the normal way on multiplayer. So if you was to do this for one gun, and instead of, so basically, if you do this for one gun and it takes you 3.5 to 4 hours, that is literally half the time of what it would take you to do it in multiplayer without double XP, which is absolutely insane, meaning you can get two guns done in the time that you do one in multiplayer, if that makes sense. So it's a very, very easy method to do. All you guys are going to have to do is choose the gun that you want to level up, and for example, you will see me using the Itra Burst and I believe the three-line rifle in the video in the background. I'm going to go through the method a couple of times. It's going to run through a couple of times so you guys can see exactly what I do. Basically, all you're going to want to do is load into a solo game of zombies, and you're going to go and melee the first 6 to 10 zombies that spawn in. That's going to be your first thing. All you're going to do is run to either of the corners where they spawn in. They usually spawn in the same 2 spots. You're just going to have to work out where that is. It's like they spawn like next to each other, so there's a bunch. As you spawn in to your left, like right to your left, or they're like slightly to your left diagonally, they're going to be over there as well. So what you're going to want to do is go and melee them. There's going to be 6 to 10 spawn. If you get 10, even better, because you know there's just more that have spawned in, so it's going to speed up the process a little bit. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go through one of the portals. When you go through the portals, please make sure it is harvest. The reason we do harvest is the zombies spawn a lot faster than any of the other game modes. It's going to speed up the process a lot more than if you used to do transmit or whichever the other one is, which I can't even think of right now. Blitz, I think the other one is. So if you go into there and you do harvest, that's going to be your fastest one to do it. If harvest isn't there, I'd recommend transmit because it gives you slightly more XP than blitz, and it's going to be done a little bit faster anyway. So if harvest isn't there, go with transmit, but most of the time harvest should be there, and you should get harvest majority of the time. So you're going to kill the first 6 to 10 zombies with a melee or a critical kill. I recommend doing melees because everyone says that you seem to get more XP meleeing. I don't know how true this is, but from what I'm hearing, everyone's saying melee. So just be safe, get the melee kills. It's not going to take you any longer anyway. So get the melees and then go through the harvest portal. And once you're in the harvest portal, all you guys are going to have to do is kill zombies with melees until you get to 35 eliminations. You'll see me do this. You'll see me bring up the scoreboard at the end of the game just before I do back out. And I'm going to go up to 35 eliminations. And the reason we go for 35 is because once you hit 35 on zombies, the amount of XP you get per gun or per kill even for the gun is going to dramatically drop off. It basically halves. It's that bad. So we go for the 35. Once we've got the 35, all we're going to do is back out the game and reload into another one. We're going to do exactly the same thing over and over and over again with whichever gun it is you're trying to level up. You're going to spawn back into another solos game. You're going to kill the 6 to 10 zombies that spawn. You're going to go through the portal for harvest, and then you are going to go and get a couple more, get the kills up to 35 in that portal area, in the harvest area. You're not going to want to complete the challenges. That's not what you're trying to do. You're not trying to get all the runes, the whatever they are, the stone things that is in the game. You're not going to try and collect all of them and deposit them and collect them and deposit them. That's not what you're trying to do. You are just going to run around and get up to 35 eliminations with melees or critical kills, and once you have achieved this, you're going to back out of the game and you're going to load into a next one. One thing I will say to note is a couple people have said that you might be getting more XP if you have 5 out of 5 stones on you at one time. So if you look in the top left when you are doing harvest, it's going to say how many stones you've got: 0 out of 5, or 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So basically all you want to do is just make sure you've got 5 out of 5. And the reason I say make sure you've done this, and the only reason I say have 5 out of 5 on you, is because some people have mentioned it might give you slightly more XP. They're not 100% sure, this isn't confirmed, but if they're there and they're going to spawn very often because it's the whole point of the game mode anyway, you might as well pick them up. You might as well get 5 out of 5 whilst you are getting the rest of the kills, and just make sure you are potentially getting this little bit of extra XP, which you might or might not be getting. I'm not too sure if that does make a difference or not, but that's pretty much the whole method. You're going to see me doing it in the background. You can see how easy it is. It is literally a case of loading into a solos game, killing the first 6 to 10 zombies, however many spawn there, and then going through a harvest portal, go and kill zombies up to 35 eliminations, and as soon as you've got those 35 eliminations, you're going to back out of the game. Like I said, I was doing this last night for about 8 hours, and I maxed out 4 to 5 guns. I think I got one up to like level 50, and the other ones are completely maxed out. So it just shows how efficient this method can be if you are going to sit there. The one thing I will say is a very, very tedious, is a very boring thing to do. So what I would recommend doing is turning your game sound off, just sitting there, putting some music on, putting a podcast on, watching YouTube videos, and just sort of go into autopilot. Don't go into autopilot too much that you end up sitting there getting like 45 kills and then going through the wrong portals and things like that. Like, pay attention to what you are doing. Make sure you are going into harvest because it's faster. Make sure you are backing out at 35 so you're not wasting another bit of time when you've got, especially if you've got double weapon XP tokens ticking down. You don't want to be wasting those, especially while you're doing this method. So one thing I will say is just make sure you are aware of what you're doing a lot of the time. Like, make sure you are paying attention, but you are also sat there just chilling out. You've got YouTube on, you've got a podcast on, you've got some music on, whatever it might be that you are doing. Last night I was just on the phone to a couple of people. I was in Discord calls. I was just sat there messing about, watching podcasts and all that sort of stuff. So it just made it a lot more fun, or a lot more entertaining, when I had something else going on, as well as this very boring, tedious method. Because killing 35 zombies with melee kills in a game which takes about 3 minutes and then backing out is a very tedious method. Right, it is very boring, and it's going to take a while for you to just sit there and get guns maxed out anyway. So you might as well get comfortable and enjoy yourself. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the whole method. It's very easy to get done. It is just very boring, and like I say, you can get a weapon level done every single like 3 to 4 minutes, which is very insane. Like, in comparison to when you compare it to the 8 hours it should take you to get it leveled up in multiplayer, you can do this in about 3.5 to 4 hours without double XP in zombies. So that's pretty good. That's not a bad return. You're going to get 2 guns done in the time that you get 1 done on multiplayer. So I think that's pretty good, especially if you guys that don't have all the hours in the day like I do to sit here for 8 to 12 hours to max out guns and get the camos done on them. It's going to definitely speed up your camo grind if you are going for atomic, and hopefully this video has helped some of you out. If it has, be sure to smash big thumbs up, as it helps more than you can imagine. If you have enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below, and if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, notifications turn on, please make sure you're going to do that. If you want to do the camo grind live over on Twitch, my link will be in the description. You guys can go and follow me over there. Stream pretty much every single day, and while we are streaming, we're just completing the camo grind. So if you do want to follow me over there, like I say, links in the description. I'd appreciate it if you do follow me over there. I appreciate you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.